This is Steve Fink, Communications Director for Gamecock Athletics, and you're listening to Inside Blitz with Levon Kirkland.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Inside Blitz with Levon Kirkland, and this is our South Carolina College Football Preview Show. And on the line right now, we have Steve Fink from the University of South Carolina. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Levon.
Awesome.
Appreciate you having me on.
Oh, man, we really appreciate you being on. Thank you very much. Now, I usually have a icebreaker question. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right, you ready?
Right.
It's nothing hard. Here we go. You have to sing karaoke. What song do you pick?
I'd probably have to go with, let me think for just a second. I don't know, maybe Freebird by Skinnerd.
Freebird.
There you go.
Yeah, I like Freebird. It's like the wrestling.
Everybody joins in with that, so that'd be a good one.
There you go.
They can drown me out a little bit.
The choir have to help you out. I'm from a minister's family, and sometimes if you sing a solo, the choir will help you out. So when you're singing this song, you're saying that everybody's going to help you out?
That's what I'm thinking.
It seems like you have a good voice, though. You sure?
It's good in the shower.
It's always better in the shower. It's always better in the shower.
Great acoustics.
Yes. Hey, Steve, can you give us a brief summary of the upcoming season, please?
Sure. Obviously, we're excited about the season coming up. We have a lot of veterans on the team, a lot of seniors. I think we had 11 guys on the Senior Bowl watch list. So that tells you a little bit of some of the veterans we have here, and some guys who played a lot of football for us. So we're excited about it. Obviously, when you look at our schedule, it's a little bit daunting if you take a look at it in its entirety with 5 or 6 teams that are in the top 10 or 11 in the country right now preseason. But you never know how that's going to turn out, how that plays out, and some teams are better than they're projected. Some teams not as good as maybe their preseason projections are. So we'll just try to take it one game at a time. We got a big one with North Carolina opening the season, and obviously that's a big game for us, an SEC-ACC matchup, and so we're looking forward to that.
No question about it, Steve. Now, do you guys have the toughest schedule, or you guys in the top 2? Which one is it?
Well, we'd like to claim we have the toughest schedule. Schools would probably think that they do, and
right.
Again, it's all preseason projection at this point, and sometimes it plays out that way, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll just have to see how it works out, and not get too caught up in that. And obviously, we look at that as an opportunity for us to play the best teams in the country. And when you come to South Carolina, you come to schools in this part of the country, obviously you're expected to play against the best, and that's what you want to do and challenge yourself each and every week, and we certainly have that opportunity this year.
Well, no doubt you guys are really challenging yourself this year. Now, if you're from South Carolina, you're very familiar with most of the good players that you have. Could you tell us a player that's kind of under the radar that we should be looking out for?
I think a guy who really played well in fall camp that maybe you haven't heard a lot about yet is Shi Smith out of Union, South Carolina. Obviously, we lose Debo Samuel, which was a big part of our offense and a great playmaker for us. But we think that Shi maybe has that ability to step in, maybe a little not known quite as much as a Brian Edwards on the other side. Brian's going to be at the top of most of our career receiving list when he's finished his senior year this year. So I think there's an opportunity there maybe for Shi to really have a breakout season and maybe put up some big numbers for us. Defensively, I think T.J. Brunson at that linebacker spot and a lot of positive for TJ from the media, and obviously deservedly so. But sometimes the guy next to the guy becomes a big play guy for you. So looking for big things out of him as well.
Hey Steve, this is Mike. Probably the question that everybody in the Upstate is wanting me to ask is, how's Tavian Feaster doing, being a part of the program and fitting in with his new teammates?
Yeah, I think he's doing well. I think he's fit in real well, and I think it's made that whole running back room more competitive. Not that it wasn't anyway, but you bring in a guy like him, and with the experience he has, and being a senior, and being through the wars, if you will, I think it just adds more depth for us there, and that's a position, as you know, when you go through a season, it's tough for just one guy or maybe two guys to handle the load all season long, because you're going to get dinged up. It's just part of the game. So having him there, I think he's fit in well with the team. There hadn't been any issues from that regard, and obviously it's a little unique. It's probably more unique for the fans, quite frankly, than it probably is for him. He's playing football. He puts on the pads just like everybody else each day and goes out and works hard. And I think it's probably more difficult maybe for the fans to understand that. You see it all the time in pro ball where guys go from one team to another and that sort of thing, and don't seem to miss a beat. So it's just kind of unique, and obviously going from a rival, it's a unique situation, but quite frankly, something that we may see more of going down the road with the transfer portal.
Well, Travis did a great job for Clemson University. I'm sure he's going to do a great job for you guys. Is it Tavian?
Tavian Feaster.
Why did I say Travis? Tavian. Tavian did a great job for you guys. I'm sure he's going to do, great job for us. So I'm sure he's going to do a great job for y'all. And I say us because I am a Clemson guy, I have to admit. But could you tell people, and I've been to William Bryce Stadium, could you tell people who've never experienced William Bryce, what's the best thing about William Bryce Stadium?
I think the entrance, our 2001 entrance.
Oh, yeah.
Sandstorm ranks up there with just about anybody. Obviously, they have a good entrance at Clemson as well, but I think when you come to South Carolina, and it makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up when that 2001 kind of climaxes, the team runs on the field at the beginning, just prior to the start of the game, and then Sandstorm's kind of something that's really picked up, and it's you can't help but get excited for football when that's played.
Well, I experienced that as a player, and I have to admit that 2001 is kind of rocking there. It really is.
It gets going pretty good now.
Yeah, it really does. Tell people who really don't know, how's the best way fans can follow the program and how to get tickets?
Well, obviously there are a lot of ways to follow the program. When you're in the state of South Carolina, basically they're just the two major programs that get a lot of media attention. So there's plenty of opportunities to follow, the different outlets that cover us. As far as tickets, GamecocksOnline.com has all kinds of ticket packages available. Obviously, season tickets are available, and then we have different kind of passes. A flex pass is just for football, and then what we've started this year is a new Go Pass. $25 a month gets you into games, any game basically for any sport throughout the year, which is an outstanding deal, and so we're excited about that. And a lot of people I know have already jumped on that program. So. It's obviously we'd like them to go to our website and get all the latest information. It's usually updated and accurate, and you can trust it, I guess, as much as anything.
Steve, are you ready for the year? Are you ready for the season?
I'm excited. I'm excited to get it going, and talking season's over, and we're ready to. I know the team's ready to see somebody in a different colored uniform across the way and hit somebody else for a change, and see what happens here. We're definitely excited.
No doubt, no doubt. One last question real quick, Steve. Tell us a little bit about Coach Muschamp, and obviously the recruiting starting to pick up again for you guys. Maybe I would say getting close to what Spurrier was doing in his heyday as far as some of the young kids that are coming in now and wanting to play for the program. What do you think is the attraction to South Carolina, and what Will Muschamp is being able to sell there?
Well, I think there's a lot of opportunity to play early here yet. We're building. We're not at quite a level maybe that some schools are in terms of having five-star built on top of five-star different positions. So you can come in and get an opportunity and maybe play right away. We got some kids that came in this year that are already on our two deep going in the start of the season. I think there's an opportunity there. We talked about the schedule and being able to play all the best teams in the country and put yourself up against that. So a lot of guys come in looking to play at the next level, so you're going to get tested against the best in the country and to prove that you are capable of playing at that next level. The players seem to really like Coach Muschamp. He's a player's coach, and it's a good staff that works extremely hard. You're in Columbia, which is obviously the state capital. So there's a ton of things to do in Columbia. It's a great location. We got great fans and tremendous support. And obviously, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our new Long Family facility, football operations facility that just opened in January, and what a great benefit that is. And I know the players just love being over there, and with the practice fields and the indoor practice right there, it's everything you need to have success. And so we're excited about the future of the program.
Well, Steve, we want to wish you a whole lot of luck this year, man. We really appreciate you being on our show. Thank you so much. And will you come back if we invite you back?
I'd be more than happy to come back, Levon.
Thank you so much, Steve. We really appreciate that. Have a wonderful day, okay?
All right, you too now.
Spurs up.
Go Cox.
Very cool, very cool. So, Steve Fink, AD with the SID with South Carolina Gamecocks. I tell you, that sandstorm is really a very cool. It gets the whole stadium rocking. It's an exciting place to play football.
It is. It really is.
I remember as a player, that was one of my favorite parts about William Bryce is listening to 2001, seeing them come in. It was kind of cool. It really was.
Yeah. So that was great. Great interview. So we'll be right back. Stick with us.